Where to?
It was just a groundless fear.
Hey, wait, Plakta! Why are you rushing so much? Can you explain it to me?
Right. I need to tell you about this. You aren't the only one seeking the Cauldron of Knowledge. There have been some patiently waiting all this time for a chance to obtain the Cauldron.
Wait, really?
Yes. It's a device with such enormous power. It would only be natural for there to be many people seeking it.
Well, now that you mention it, that makes sense.
However, among them, there are two who especially mustn't be allowed to obtain it. Meklet and Automata. They must not have the Cauldron.
Wait, those two? It's true that they mentioned the Cauldron of Knowledge before, but why not?
Those two likely seek to use the Cauldron to return to their previous form. The form of an alchemist from my time.
What do you mean?
"500 years ago, I fought a certain alchemist. His name at the time was Luard, the true form of Meklet and Automata. During the battle 500 years ago, I fought Luard and emerged victorious. Then I split and sealed his soul away in two bodies, artificial life forms called Meklet and Automata.
You talked about artificial life forms before. They're the ones that are human, yet not human, right?
Yes, They possess eternal life, as objects resembling humans. That's their true identity.
So why do they want the Cauldron of Knowledge?
Their bodies, created through alchemy, cannot use alchemy themselves. That's why it's impossible for them to use alchemy to return to their former self. However, tell me, what would happen if they had the Cauldron of Knowledge?
If the Cauldron of Knowledge lets anyone use alchemy, even they would be able to use it?
Exactly. Using the cauldron, they could return to their true form. That is their desire. Normally, since they cannot create the Key of Truth, coming here would be impossible for them.
Oh, I see. This is because I made the Key of Truth.
No, this isn't your fault. If only I had remembered this sooner.
Octa?
If those two obtain the Cauldron of Knowledge, it would become a grave situation. We need to hurry.
Hey, you're late.
Really late. We were waiting for so long.
Necklet! Atamina!
Damn it! We didn't make it in time.
From that tone, it sounds like you finally remembered who we are.
And you had completely forgotten about us until now.
You expected this, so you put your soul in that book. But you forgot all the important details. How laughable. Although, it was a little beyond our predictions that you would forget about the Key of Truth, too.
I guess that's another thing to add to the list that we need to thank Sophie for. Not only did you bring back Placta's memories, but you made the key for us too.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Sophie, that we were able to reach the Cauldron of Knowledge.
Sophie, you're a really nice person. Unlike a certain someone there.
Yeah, seriously, she went so far as to turn us into these... things.
We couldn't use alchemy, and we couldn't go back to normal. We couldn't even age and die. Living in these bodies for the last 500 years was torture.
But our pain finally ends today. That's because... our wish will finally be fulfilled.
It has been quite some time since I met you in this form, Placta.
Luard!
Your form has changed quite a bit since then. Now that I am my former self, it seems our positions have been reversed.
That doesn't matter. If it's been reversed, I just have to turn you back.
Your demeanor certainly hasn't changed. However, I could care less. I simply wish to pursue alchemy as I see fit. I know our reunion was short, but farewell.
Stop, Luard!
Plocta!
Let's return to the Atelier Sophie. I'll tell you everything there.
Okay. Okay!
Don't let your guard down. We'll get through this.
There!
This is a chance!
Let's go. That was an easy victory. Let's continue like this. I'm going to tell you about the past, about myself, and Luard. Luard was an exceedingly skilled alchemist. He was also a fellow researcher of alchemy alongside me. He wasn't originally the way you just saw him. However, at one point, Luard was taken in by the power of alchemy. His research became more and more self-righteous and selfish. I tried to convince him to stop, but he wouldn't listen to me. In fact, he began to immerse himself in his alchemy research even further. If allowed to continue, his research could have affected the entire world. That's why I fought to stop him. I killed him with my own hands, and split his soul into 2 artificial life forms. However, There was one thing that concerned me. The Cauldron of Knowledge. Artificial life forms can't use alchemy, but the cauldron is an exception. As long as the cauldron existed, there was a possibility of Luard returning to his former self. That's why I sealed my own soul in that book. I could change hands between alchemists, gaining new knowledge to prepare for the future. However, over the long years, my memories were lost. And you know the rest of the story, Sophie.
Something like that happened?
Yes, allowing Luard to resurrect himself was my failure. If Luard is allowed to go free, he will likely resume his alchemy research. And if he continues, something terrible could happen once again. That must be prevented at all costs. In order to do that, we need to figure out where Luard fled to.
Where would he have gone?
I have no idea. Actually, I suppose it would be more correct to say that I can't remember. It's likely that I already know where he would have gone, but I can't remember where.
I see. Oh, maybe... Maybe if we keep bringing back your memories like before, you'll remember where he would go?
Yes, that seems very possible. However, we don't have much time to go about it leisurely. I'll do what I can to investigate where Luard went. You continue improving your alchemy skills, Sophie. That will likely be the quickest way of finding where he went.
Okay, I understand. Leave that to me, Plakta.
What?
What? Are you really okay with this? Are you think?
What weapon do you want to make?
Hey, Sophie. Have you gone to the Forest of Fairies before? No, I've never heard of it. Where is it? I only learned about it after reading an old book, but it seems to be a sacred place. It's in a forest that most people can't enter, and it's even further inside that. There are lots of rare plants there, but there are also very fierce monsters. There's a place like that? Sounds kind of scary. But I want rare materials. I don't know what to do.
I know I'm the one who told you about it, but if you go, be careful. It's very far away and dangerous.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Elise.
I have new merchandise. Are you interested?
Thank you for always buying from me. I know. I'll teach you about a special place as thanks.
A special place?
Yes, the sealed temple.
Sealed? Is something sealed away inside?
You'll just have to find out when you go.
Come on! Can't you tell me?
It would be boring if you already knew what was there.
I don't know. I guess so, but...
Fine. I'll give you just one hint. The door isn't always open. You may need the power of time.
Time? I don't get it.
You'll get it when you go there.
Okay. Thank you, Pamela.
Do your best. What? Is there thing? Come on.
All right, where to?
What could...
All right, let's take these guys out quick.
This should do it!
My shovel can fly!
There's nowhere to run.
Gotcha!
I'll show you my secret sword technique! Done already? That was underwhelming.
Whoa, they look pretty tough.
this.
Here I go! Kaboom!
This is a chance!
Ow! How could I lose?
Take my attack. With all my might.
I'll use this! Owie, this can't be happening!
Well done.
I did my... Okay. Okay, what should I make? What material should I use? What material should I use? Which cauldron is best? Okay, which cauldron is best? Okay then, let's start! I think something good will happen. I think something good will happen. Yeah, this is good! I think something good will happen. Is this really okay? Alright, I'll finish it now. Done! What material should I use? Which cauldron is best? Okay then, let's start! Alright, this is going well! This is great! Yeah, this is going great! This is great! Is this... Alright, I'll finish it now. Done! weren't able to buy many vegetables.
Yes.
There are monsters near town, and the crops aren't growing well. Things seem really weird lately.
I fear that the changes are likely caused by Luard.
Huh? What do you mean?
Luard has likely resumed his ablation alchemy research. The changes you see recently are a result of that.
Ablation alchemy? Is that different from regular alchemy?
Yes, as I explained before, the alchemy you and I use listens to the wishes of materials and helps fulfill them. On the other hand, ablation alchemy ignores the wishes of materials, forcing them to morph into another form.
It ignores the wishes of materials to make things. Isn't that actually a good thing? It would be really convenient.
You aren't mistaken that it's convenient. However, that convenience comes at an equivalent price.
A price?
Yes, alchemy that ignores the wishes of materials costs far more than normal alchemy. The cost in this case is the power of nature. Normally, the power of nature that we use slowly recovers. However, ablation alchemy uses that power at a faster rate than it can recover, wasting enormous amounts of it. As a result, it eats away at nature little by little. Eventually, the power of nature would be exhausted. I can't even imagine what would occur if that was to happen. The scar of the land was carved into the earth by the influence of ablation alchemy.
The scar of the land? I didn't know.
Yes, the changes you see recently are likely related to the power of nature slowly being consumed. It seems we really can't allow Luard to continue his ablation alchemy much longer. Luard makes no such effort. We need to figure out where Luard went as quickly as possible and stop him.
Yeah, I'll keep working to improve my alchemy. For your memories, too!
Yes, please do so.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in a bad mood.
Oh, really? How so?
You really are in a bad mood.
I'm sorry. It seems to be affecting my attitude.
What's wrong? It's unusual to see you in such a bad mood, Plakta.
It's about where Luard went. No matter how much I investigated, I can find no clues. You're also working very hard at your alchemy, but it's frustrating that I still can't remember.
Hey, Plakta? Why is Luard using ablation alchemy anyway?
Luard's been enthralled by the power of ablation alchemy. In the past, Luard conducted fairly normal alchemy research for a certain goal. But at one point, he discovered ablation alchemy, and blinded by its immense power, he forgot his original goals. It's likely that Luard can only think about researching ablation alchemy now.
I see.
It's true that ablation alchemy holds great power. If the cost problems associated with it could be resolved, it could even be the ideal form of alchemy. However, in reality, the costs are far too great. Luard simply ignores that fact. He completely disregards the future risks. We cannot allow Luard to continue his reckless use of ablation alchemy. I need to stop Luard, no matter what it takes.
I was wondering before, but Plakta seems to look really sad whenever she talks about Luard. I wonder why. Hey Plakta, there's something I wanted to ask you.
What is it?
You know, you always look really sad whenever you talk about Luard. I wanted to know why. Will you tell me?
I see. I appeared that way? While there are many things I wish to remember yet can't, this is one thing I'd like to forget, yet can't.
Plakta.
It's likely because Luard was once my friend. He was an irreplaceable friend, and someone who researched alchemy with me.
Huh? You and Luard were from the same village?
Yes, he might be different now, but he wasn't always like that. You asked me before why I started using alchemy.
Oh yeah, I remember asking that. You kept saying it was a secret.
Luard and I once studied alchemy together, for the same goal. That was to bring people happiness and prosperity through alchemy.
Wait, that's...
Yes, the same reason as you. I was a little embarrassed at the time you asked, so I ended up hiding it. In the past, Luard and I had the same dreams as you, and researched alchemy for that purpose.
I didn't know.
However, Luard has forgotten that purpose. Alchemy research was simply a means to reach our goal, but that means became his goal instead.
Hey, Plakta, what do you want to do about Luard?
I need to kill him, with my own hands, no matter what it takes. Just like I did in the past. Luard can't be left alone while he continues researching ablation alchemy.
Really?
What?
Do you really want to kill Luard? Are you really thinking that? I see you remembered my wish. To make everyone happy using alchemy. And of course, that everyone includes you too, Plakta. Plakta, if you killed Luard, would you really be happy? Is that really what you want?
No, it isn't. He may have changed, but Luard was still my friend. We had the same dreams, and researched alchemy together. He was an irreplaceable friend. Of course I wouldn't want to kill him. But there's no other way. If I leave Luard as he is, then...
Hey, Plakta, we should try to persuade Luard together.
Persuade him?
Yeah, we need to make him understand that ablation alchemy is dangerous. He had the same dreams as you before, right? Then it should be fine. I know he'll understand. We need to search for a way for everyone to be happy together, okay?
It seems you're even more serious and straightforward about your dream than me. Thank you. I'll try a little harder to see my dream through as well. Let's persuade Luard. Together. To be honest, there's little hope of success, but we need to do everything we can.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do this. Together! Hey, Plakta, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you and Luard start wanting to use alchemy to make people happy? I was thinking that if we know that, it might be easier to persuade him.
A reason? It really wasn't much.
I don't mind. Will you tell me?
I believe it was when we were still around your age, Sophie. One year, the village we were living in experienced a drought, and our crops grew poorly. Luard and I wanted to do something about it. So we gathered books from around the village and learned about alchemy. We studied alchemy, thought of new recipes, and created an item. And we managed to solve the village's problem. I still recall how grateful the people of the village were to us. And it was a joyous occasion. Thinking back now, I believe that was the reason why Luard and I started pursuing the same dream.
I see. So something like that happened. Hey, I was just thinking, but maybe we could make the item you created way back then.
The item?
It was the item that started your dream, right? Maybe if he saw that, Luard would remember what his real dream was too.
I understand. It should be worth trying, if you believe that strongly about it. I'll give you the recipe. It was something we could make way back then, so it should be simple for you.
Thank you, Plakta. I'll make it. What to make? What materials to use? Which cauldron should I use? Okay, what? Yeah, this looks good. Ah, so that's what happened. Yeah, good. Is this... All right, I'll finish it now. Good! Now, what traits to transfer? Is this... Okay, it's finished. Hey, Plakta. I tried making the item you two made in the past. How did it turn out?
This is... this brings back memories.
I could tell just by looking that you and Luard worked really hard to make this recipe.
That's right. We desperately read through many books, gathered materials, and finally managed to create it. It was just an item created by amateur alchemists, though. I'm sure you can tell that its effect isn't very strong. Still, when we managed to solve the village's problem with this item, I remember that we were overjoyed. At the same time, we found a new dream, with alchemy. We believed that we could make people happy by using it. There's no mistake that this item was where it all started.
I'm sure Luard will remember the dream you two shared if he sees that item. And when that happens, he'll understand. he'll stop using ablation alchemy.
Perhaps you're right, but we'll need to go face him to do so. At the Library of All Creation, where Luard went.
Plakta? Wait, did you remember?
Yes, I remember everything. I believe Luard went to the Library of All Creation. It's the place Luard and I used as our atelier in the past. It's also the place where I fought Luard.
Plakta, you know how you couldn't remember that until the end? Maybe it was because it was too sad.
What do you mean?
It's the place where you had to fight your longtime friend, right? I thought I was bringing back all your memories to help you and make you happy. But it seems like I've just made you remember how sad the past was instead.
You're doubting yourself after all this time? You made a promise to me. You said that you would help me regain all of my memories. It's true that some of those memories are sad, but I was able to remember some things that are even more important. I'm very grateful that you've helped bring back all of my memories, Sophie.
Plakta.
I was just a book, yet you gave me a body and brought back my memories. You want to bring happiness to not just me, but to Luard as well. Someone who's causing calamities. I don't think there's any way that I could show you enough gratitude. I'm sure that one day, you'll be able to fulfill the dreams that we couldn't reach. I know you'll be able to bring happiness to many people using alchemy. That's yet another reason why I want to protect your future, Sophie. Will you come with me to meet Luard?
Yeah, of course. Let's go, Plakta. We'll persuade Luard. Welcome to...
As I'd expect of you, Fritz. I submit. It seems...
Huh? Hello? What are you two doing? Huh. So Fritz must...
I'm above him in terms of pure strength.
I didn't think you'd have such an easy time brushing aside.
There's no need to block every hit direct. You can make openings to counterattack. That's a... You're still young. If you keep gaining...
Wow, this is really heating up.
Need to fix it up even more.
I'm most... Hello, Sophie.
Are you shopping?
Take care of it at all.
That's unexpected.
Proper care of my armor.
You're leaving dents everywhere. At a glance. Didn't fix.
Thank you very much for your guidance.
But I warned you.
Huh?
Meeting you here.
Yes.
Is that unexpected of me? Also this. Also this.
So, what's wrong?
Especially to go work on a doll with this in mind.
Come back anytime.
I last came here. There's no mistake. Creatures. Let's go.
I'll use...
This is bad.
Take care of it! Great combo!
Our best. They look strong.
Kill me again.
No,
Do you desire.
Exhausted. Just take a look at Sophie's rate. I'm sure like Sophie.
You would wait. Uncertain futures do not power. My goal is mass.
No, you're wrong, Luard.
That's
First, with
the method I use is the short.
Do as he pleases. Many people will know.
okay.